pushes who are going to have to sit on the bench now, which is kind of stupid. You had people like Edge who had to wait years to get pushes, and Edge is someone that I associate with this a lot. The fact that he had to wait years to get a push, and the draft definitely, gave him that push. And the draft is definitely enabling people like Sheamus and Sin Cara and Evan Bourne to get pushes. But with the rosters coming together now, it kind of seems like history is going to repeat itself with Triple H, who's definitely getting back into the ring a bit too soon after having his new role finally televised after being put behind closed doors and remaining behind closed doors for such a long period of time. Obviously, what we're doing here is we're seeing Triple H be put back into the spotlight a bit too soon after finally having his role televised. And we're kind of having history repeat itself with the same guys being in the main event all the time. Kevin Nash returning out of nowhere after having a Legends contract signed, and along with Booker T earlier this year in his involvement in the Royal Rumble. Obviously, what we're going to see from this combined roster idea is the fact that we're going to see Triple H return to being put in the limelight. We're going to see a lot of legends return to the ring, and the same 5 or 6 guys having to carry the show. Initially, what the draft was put in place for the purpose of the draft was to give people like Edge, Sin Cara, and Sheamus pushes, who are 3 people who definitely benefited from the draft. People like John Cena were given a push, Randy Orton were given a push, and ultimately became some of your biggest names. But with the combining of the shows now and the combining of the rosters from week to week, people who initially were given pushes, such as Edge, are going to have to sit on the bench, while the same 5 or 6 guys ultimately are going to have the initial purpose on their shoulders and a lot of pressure put on their shoulders of carrying the show, who were used to carrying the show back at the turn of the millennium in 2000, who are going to have to make returns. There are going to be a lot of returns, and who are going to have to carry the show all the time, while the people who were given pushes are going to have to sit on the bench and who are not even going to be seen on television. There were a lot of people who were advertised who didn't show up, like Alberto Del Rio. There were a lot of people who weren't seen at these super shows because of the longer matches that were given to us by people like CM Punk, The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, and Randy Orton, who gave us phenomenal matches. I mean, the cage match between Christian and Randy Orton and the Randy Orton-Dolph Ziggler match was great. But the fact that we didn't see a lot of superstars who we were used to seeing didn't show up kind of sucked. I mean, Zack Ryder was going to get a push. And what happened to him? He didn't even show up on these shows with so much talking about the fact that he had a YouTube show. And now it seems like it's changed from Zack Ryder having the YouTube show to Daniel Bryan having the YouTube videos posted of him. What the hell is going on there? Let us know what your feelings are of the super shows on either Facebook at facebook.com Jonathan Clarke, or our Twitter account, which can be pulled up by using the hashtags HEW Entertainment or Jonathan Clarke 1. I'd love to hear what you felt about the super shows. Definitely pros and a lot of cons can be associated with the super shows, and a lot of benefits came from the super shows. One of the benefits was the fact that we saw a lot of more energy at the shows, and the fact that a lot of people didn't get pushes, and a lot of people weren't on the super shows kind of sucked. So a lot of pros and a lot of cons definitely came from these super shows, but definitely let us know what you thought of it. According to COO, Triple H is going to be a weekly thing. Do you think it's happening a bit too soon? The fact that the 2 rosters are being combined a bit too soon. It's definitely something that is a bit refreshing to me. I think that CM Punk Triple H is happening a bit too soon. The Sin Cara heel turn is happening a bit too soon. And where in the hell was Alberto Del Rio? But some of the questions I'm going to be throwing at our listening audience are, do you think CM Punk and Triple H is happening a bit too soon? Do you think the heel turn of Sin Cara is happening a bit too soon? And where in the hell is Alberto Del Rio? I think he's in a bit of hot water. Maybe his flight was delayed. Those are some of the probabilities of why the WWE Champion was on neither Raw or SmackDown Super Show, which was kind of pathetic. On Alberto Del Rio, him no-showing was kind of stupid. Triple H returning to the limelight and the probability of him main eventing Night of Champions with CM Punk is kind of stupid, given the fact that every match on the Night of Champions pay-per-view is supposed to be a championship match. It's kind of stupid. And it's kind of stupid how originally it was promoted to be CM Punk versus Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash will probably be the guest referee of this match now, which is probably the only thing for Nash to do, given the fact that he's in terrible shape. He looked old on editions of TNA Impact and could hardly get around the ring on editions of Impact when he was wrestling initially for TNA. So maybe this is an excuse for Nash not to work in a match against CM Punk, and the fact that WWE probably don't have enough faith in him being in the ring on a weekly basis and returning to the ring. He will definitely have some involvement, probably a guest referee role in the match, but we'll have to just wait and see. So let us know what your feelings are on our new Twitter account, which you're going to have a lot of videos thrown at you with the Super Shows happening. So definitely check out the Twitter account for feeds and stuff like that. So definitely let us know at facebook.com Jonathan Clarke, youtube.com Jonathan Clarke 22, and Facebook and twitter.com Jonathan Clarke 1 or HEW Entertainment, what you felt about the Super Shows. I thought they were great. There was a lot of energy, but a lot of stuff happening a bit too soon for me. So let us know. Thank you so much for listening to the show this week on either our official website or our YouTube channel, and we'll check in with you next week. Until then, I'm Jonathan Clarke. So long.
You have an opportunity. Can I have your attention, please? I've just received an email from the anonymous Raw General Manager.
The anonymous Raw General Manager says he loves listening to HEW Entertainment Variety Radio, and he encourages all the listeners out there in Radio Land to keep tuning in to HEW Entertainment Variety Radio for the latest interviews and audio commentaries, all brought to you by the HEW Entertainment Variety Radio show host, me, Jonathan Clarke. And if that doesn't give you enough reason or convince you enough to listen to HEW Entertainment Variety Radio, well, I don't know what will. You're listening to HEW Entertainment Variety Radio with me, Jonathan Clarke.
And I quote,
when something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content, weekly polls, live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com.
He considers himself God's gift to wrestling, and millions of his faithful agree. With nearly 4 hours of footage and exclusive commentary and matches, this DVD chronicles Daniel's rise from Chicago's Windy City Wrestling to the Asylum in Nashville, and finally to the top of TNA. TNA Home Video presents Heaven Sent, Hell Bound, the best of Christopher Daniels. Available at most retailers and TNAWrestling.com.
Hey, you right there, the one listening to this show. While you're tuning into this broadcast, or when you read the news on WrestleZone.com, are you forming opinions of it all? Or do you just agree with everything you see and hear? If you actually have some sort of afterthought, which, by the way, is normal, we want to know what it is. There are thousands of wrestling fans just like you that simply can't hold their thoughts in either. And they let it all out in our interactive forums. You have a voice, so use it. Simply visit forums.wrestlezone.com. Don't just be active, be reactive in the official WrestleZone.com forums. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Hi, my name's Adam Nudelman, but I play the Phantom on the radio. I'm here to remind you that, oh, screw that, my book, Mysteries of Wrestling Solved, is available at finer bookstores everywhere. That stupid fake voice, I hate it. I wrote a book along with Sir Adam Kleinberg called Mysteries of Wrestling. It has the questions that you wanted answered. Why does Steve Austin hate Jeff Jarrett? Are referees really blind and stupid and dumb? Who is actually the toughest wrestler in the business outside of the ring? Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kamala. We get down and dirty with insider facts you've never read about anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? It makes a great stocking stuffer. You're too short, you buy 3 of them, you get tall, you just stand on them. Mysteries of Wrestling Solved by ECW Press, written by Sir Adam Kleinberg and Adam the Phantom Nudelman. Available everywhere. It's done. The plug is done. I'm done. I didn't sell it well enough. There's naked pictures of China in there. Okay? Thank you.
Available now on DVD. John Triton is on the toughest, most important mission of his life.
They have a hostage. It's my wife.
And with everything on the line,
I gotta do something, and I gotta do it now.
nothing and no one can stop him.
See, I tried to kill this guy twice today.
Now, see the Marine in a whole new way with the unrated version. Get more edge-of-your-seat action, more mind-blowing explosions, more of the Marine. This unrated version features material too hot for theaters, plus special behind-the-scenes features. John Cena is the Marine. Only unrated